We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation.
Yeah, what's good, Foundational Family? As some of y'all know already, on a recent episode of the Joe Budden podcast, Haitian-born content creator and skit maker Queenzflip started speaking Haitian Creole when he said, "We don't need reparations." So you already know how the Foundational Family responded. So Queenzflip put up the Black Twitter space to explain himself and apologize. He also got pulled up on by Greg Marcel Dixon and CC Freeman. Yeah, this is a star-studded Twitter space right here. Now I rock with Queenzflip. I've been watching his material for years now. I want to give him props for pulling up the Twitter space and facing the music. He didn't run. He faced the music like a man and apologized. So shout out to Queenzflip, shout out to Greg Marcel Dixon, shout out to CC Freeman and the rest of the Foundational Family who pulled up to chastise and make amends with Queenzflip. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Channel Resort.
I feel like, from what in layman's terms, because I'm not as articulate as a lot of you, so I have to break shit down to me in hood terms. I feel like you guys deserve reparations. And as far as Caribbean, if Caribbean, because I really don't know. See, so I can't really speak on it because I'm setting myself up for a trap. So I don't know if there were Caribbeans back in the days, how they fought in certain wars, and I don't know that shit yet. So I have to research it first to give you that proper answer. I don't know. And time to give me a history lesson. I have to research it. I don't know if there were any Caribbeans that came at the same time as certain ancestors that was here, and if they bled on the soil, if they fought in the war, if they went through. I don't know to say if they deserve it or not. I will have to research it.
And also,
I thought
definitely
we was doing 2
research
minutes.
CARICOM because even for those
Going.
people that you're talking
Next
about
hand,
that
next hand,
probably
Hilda.
fought in
That's
the
not
war
fair.
here or was here in the U.S. earlier on, right? It's still a
He
whole
doesn't
lot
make
of
the
people who
decision. Let's
weren't
go to the next hand.
here in the please, Dawn, let me finish what I'm saying. Who weren't here, like that came in the in the 2000s or the late 1990s, who weren't in the U.S. And these Pan African groups want to include all Black people, and I just feel that they should be covered under CARICOM, or if they're African, the independent nations on the continent of Africa, they can put forward their own
Got you.
claims towards
And I,
those colonizers or
I'm so
oppressors.
sorry. I understand. I got you. As I said, extend the grace to me to do more research and understand. I heard what you said, and I'm gonna look into it to
All right,
give you a proper answer.
let me wrap this up. If everybody can just do like a minute 30 seconds, you know what I'm saying? That way we could everybody could get their build off, because it's a lot. It's people in the request in my inbox.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I got a time limit. Flip got a time limit.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead, Jubilee, Cell, and then we'll move the room around. Go ahead, Jubilee, bro.
All right, yeah. So I had a few questions, but I think he answered a few of them. So I'm just say this. So I'm not from New York City, but I grew up around a lot of Africans and Caribbeans, and yeah, we all grew up with similar like environment, participation in culture and stuff like that. But there was always a point.
I don't hear
where,
anybody. Anybody talking?
Yeah, Jubilee talking. You probably in the matrix, Jubilee, bro. Drop down and I'll bring you right back up. I'm gonna swing at the cell real quick. Go ahead,
Sonny.
Cell.
I think Sister Sean was up here before me.
All right, that's cool. Everybody, please, 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Okay,
Go ahead,
I'm
Sister
gonna
Sean, you
go
got
really
it.
quick. Okay, I'm gonna go really quick. First of all, respect to this gentleman, Mr. Queens. I just got wind of the debacle, but thank you for coming on and having a conversation. I want to answer one question that you had. It wasn't what my statement was going to be. I think you said something like, what is this, rift between, Africans and, Foundation of Black Americans and freedmen. there is no rift, right? The rift becomes, and it's not just African, the rift becomes when these other groups become obstructionist. And what I mean by that, uh, obstructing pathways and obstructing our ambitions and our gains within this country. See, that's a problem, right? And what I've seen over time is a serious lack of understanding of the freedmen history, who we are, the foundational Black American. It's a lack of understanding of that history is causing the rift, and now you're becoming obstructionist when you don't even know it. So I'm glad that you at least acknowledged it. And a quick and dirty piece on CARICOM. CARICOM is the equivalent of a reparations claim to the former colonizers like the French, the Spaniards, and Europeans, that a collection of Caribbean countries went and had begun to file against their colonizers. The problem is CARICOM does not include the foundational Black American, and it does not include the descendants of U.S. keyword, U.S. chattel slavery and freedmen. So what we take particular offense to is how do you try to wedge your way into our reparations claim when your own reparations claim doesn't even include us. So that's somewhat of a hypocrisy. So that's the quick and dirty on that. And quickly about says reparations won't happen. I'm going to tell you it can happen. We have a couple of things that we have to continue to fight for, and we don't stop fighting. The fighting continues. We have a deficit of people in power with no backbone. We have a lot of fearful, we have a lack of liberation lawyers. And then we have this whole white supremacy using immigrants, including the Caribbeans, for these wedge issues to give them fodder against us. Just like you mentioned, the lieutenant governor of the state of Virginia talking about we need to get over slavery. That is wedging your way. Statements like that, those are damaging statements. Statements like that does not help our reparations claim. And that's what we have a problem with. So now, in fact, I wish I would it's not just white supremacy anymore. And here's what we're facing. It's just supremacy. It's supremacy because supremacy is generally a mindset. It's not just white supremacy. Now we're dealing with immigrant supremacy. So if you could take that back to your followers with the understanding, but I completely respect you. But yeah, we have some things that we need to do. We're going to continue to fight our fight for reparations. We will never say that it won't happen, because if I say reparations won't happen, I may as well sit around and my ancestors should have said that slavery wouldn't have ended. And I fold my chair.
I appreciate you, Sister
I
Sean.
like that
Go
one.
ahead.
Fold my chair. That was nice.
Yeah, that's the news. That's the
Yo,
new slang.
can I get back in? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Jubilee. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna fight. You did jump down. I'm putting the timer on y'all, family. I got my. It's literally it's gonna be a minute and 30 seconds. If when I hop in, y'all, if y'all don't hear me talking, I'm gonna have to drop y'all down. Go ahead, Jubilee, bro.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say, I think it's a deeper conversation that is under reparations that needs to be had. So I grew up around a lot of Africans and Caribbeans too, and we did share, similar culture of our environment, like local shit, like slang and fashion and stuff like that. But it always came a point where there was a separation, not a separation, but just differences that would come up. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it'd be like tangible or topical or whatever, like, oh, y'all do y'all food like this, whatever. But then there'll be other times when they will think it'll be like another brooding topic, like, what I'm saying, y'all are lazy. And another one that's really popular that they talk about is I'm not black, I'm blank, whatever. They put on Dominicans, but it's plenty of other people that say I'm not black. So I just can't believe that you come from New York, maybe so, but for us to sit here and say we just thought we was all black, I don't know, that it's deeper than that. But what I would
Hold
want to
on, hold
say
on. Wait,
too.
whoa. See, this is the problem that I have. Now, and I know we got to keep it short. But brother, if I tell you that, brother, that's what it is. I don't have to lie.
No. I'm not
Oh,
disregarding
okay.
your experience. I'm
I
just
got you,
saying
brother.
it's
Okay.
hard for me to believe.
I understand.
It's
Yeah, I'm just saying
so
it's hard for me to believe too. I swear to God, I'm not gonna. It's hard for me to believe too that this. I had to call my father as a grown man. And he said yes, but we didn't teach you that. I was just in a fucking La La Land in Brooklyn. It was a melting pot. I swear to God.
No,
Until
I feel that, but here's the thing though. And I'm gonna leave this rhetorical question open, but I want when people say they not down with the separation, I want to know what does that separation look like. And I think in 2008, Caribbeans got together and they started a campaign for delineation on the 2010 census. That's separation on paper. The same thing we fighting for. Now we got CARICOM, and I think the problem is that we getting confused because the children of immigrants see themselves as Black Americans, but they don't see them. They have a closer connection with what's going on here than what's going on in their family home country. So I think a solution would be to maybe for the children of immigrants to start pushing CARICOM and learn about that if they care. But either way, there's no such thing as separation. You still gonna have your friends. You still gonna have people that you work with and things like that. It's just that delineation on paper.
I gotta wrap you up, Jubilee. You know I fuck
right.
with you.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, bro. Jubilee,
Sonny,
Sel,
is
you
it
got
my
it.
go?
Yeah. Sel,
Okay.
Padrino.
First of all, Sonny, Booby, Mel, thank y'all for having this space. This is good for accountability purposes. Queen, thank you for coming in. Let me just say why I take offense. I'm in South Carolina, the state that was the capital of slavery. I'm running for office, and the main thing about my platform is reparations. When someone says reparations is not going to happen, it's offensive. Now, Queen, it sounds like you are a descendant of people from the Caribbean, so this doesn't apply to you. But for people who are freemen, the descendants of those who were emancipated by America, saying reparations will not happen is insulting. If that was the case, our ancestors could have said, since Sean Ray brought this point up, that slavery was never going to end. There was no indication that slavery would ever end. And we did slave revolt after slave revolt after slave revolt, and slavery continued and didn't end it. There was no indication that Jim Crow and redlining and lynch mobs and all those stuff were ever going to end. And yet we brought it to an end. So people come here, your family came here because of the legacy, because of the fight of Black Americans and the fact that we did not stop fighting. That's why you are able to be here. Okay? If we had stopped fighting and we just had this never going to end attitude, you would not be here right now. So don't come now and say that what we're fighting for is never going to happen when you are benefiting from something we fought to make happen, when at that time people said it was never going to end. Okay? And that's really the whole point I want to bring out right there.
Salute. I got you. I heard you. All right. Respect.
Padrino.
And the last thing, the work they like, I'm sorry, Connie brought this up. And be very quick, Sonny. There are people out here doing real reparations work out here in these streets. It's funny how people like you have a platform, never reach out to those of us doing work in the streets. I know you don't know us because we don't have a big name. We're pretty much nobodies in the eyes of people who have a big platform. But try to reach out and see what's going on in the movement before you cast aspersions towards it by saying it's never going to happen. Sonny, that's it. Thank y'all.
I like that guy. He just wanted to get his shit off. All right. Salute. I get it. Got you. Respect.
Definitely. We going to swing it to Padrino.
Sonny, you got this shit lit, Sonny. You got me. You got this.
Hey, you got it lit. You pulled up. Hey, and it's people. Listen, it's people in the comments talking about. Hey, look, Flip. It's people in the comments talking about we got you. When Flip said what he said, he's standing on it, right? And like, I'm gonna be out. Like I said, bro, I don't know how many people like know you in the space, bro. Like I've been watching this shit from the Flip the Script podcast.
Yes.
So when I heard you say that, it really fucked with me, bro. My cousin Bear Arms here.
I understand.
He had told you like I've been fucked with you. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking at it no other way. You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate you pulling up, having a conversation.
Real quick, and that's why I'm happy my man Imani is in here. Imani, because E is a guy that motivates me to do the knowledge. Yo, Flip, come on, because if you know me for Flip the Script, you know I'm ignorant. Like even the guy that just spoke just now, the person, like I would have responded differently, and I understand the passion because people been fighting for this for a long time. Like I do hope that one day, you guys could explain to me, break down to me, like, because when you're doing a lot of work out here, it's hard to keep up with everything unless you focus. And I just hope y'all can explain to me like the difference between ADOS and FBA And this is my first time hearing about the freedmen. I don't know what I just Googled it. It's my first time hearing about it. My first time hearing these names. So I just wish one day, like after this and on a late night or something, it could just, because I speak to the CEO of the AOS. I don't know that I heard there's a lot of difference. I want to know what's the difference in these groups. You know what I mean? So when that time comes, I just put that out there.
At that time come, we'll chop it up, and I followed you, so
Cool, thank you.
We'll chop it up, bro.
Let's get the rest of the questions together.
All right, Padrino, Lou Fax.
All right, what's the deal? You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
All right, that's a bet. What's the deal, Queens? I've been checking your joint out for a minute, man. Back since you had the flip the script joint, all that. You done had just about everybody on there from New York, Jersey, Philly, whatever the case may be. So shout out to that. So like Sonny said, when I seen the clip, I'm confused. I'm like, dang, Queens, like what type of time you on? Like I remember you was doing the skits on the gram and all that. So for real, like the only reason why I really came up here because I know there's a lot of reparations. They ask you a couple questions, just chimed in conversations, whatever the case may be. But I really want folks to know, like, Queens don't know about none of this stuff that we're talking about, right? It's really new information to him because Queens is more so on the hip hop side of this stuff. So what I'm asking, or what I'm offering, or just even to bridge the gap, kind of sort of is, Queens, you're on the platform. You're on a hip hop platform. Most Black Americans listen to hip hop. Most Black Americans are in tune. Anytime something go viral on Joe Budden podcast, it go viral. Everybody see it. So I'm asking Queens, look, this is the olive branch. You're on the show. If you can get in tune with what we're saying and you can make a space for individuals who are reparationists to further put down the information so that more people can understand, because Queens, we're not asking you to be an expert on this. I'm not, at least. I don't know about these other niggas. Well, I'm asking you, look, put people in a situation and predicament who know the information, who can spit the knowledge so that they can get it. Because you have the platform. Now, if you ain't trying to do that, I'm just keeping it boom. We really shouldn't be having any conversation. But if you're willing to do that, I think that's thorough and I think that's sturdy because we're trying to move the conversation to the next level. We're in different levels of conversation, but we're having amongst ourselves, individuals who are somewhat intelligent, some people who really shouldn't be having a conversation, but that's another conversation for another day. But you have a platform where the masses get that. And I think this olive branch, we can take this conversation to the next level. So
You in the Matrix, Padrino, bro.
Somebody's going to be getting a tap on the shoulder after that, and I think his name is Queens.
And they're going to tap my man's flip on the shoulder.
Yeah,
so
I think
Queens?
so. I'm sure of it. For everything that Padrino just said, he could be a benefit to is exactly why he's going to get a phone call or a DM, and we'll see. I'm gonna watch.
I don't know what that means. A tap on the shoulder. That's
He'll
A
know.
tap on the
We'll
shoulder,
know.
man.
We
You
know.
getting
We know what we're talking about.
you standing in an authoritative power position, right? Because you ain't here with the grassroots, so it's not. We don't answer to nobody. Like we don't got nobody who could cancel us or nothing like that. You getting raw, authentic talking points. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of times, like on big podcasts or big people with big platforms, like they give you some watered down shit and not have the people that's really grassroots.
Padrino, you hot?
Yeah, Padrino, you there, Padrino?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. Finish your build.
Oh, no. I was going to say, I'm probably in the matrix because I couldn't hear him when he responded.
Yeah, you did say you was on the way to the mosque. I hit you up. We talked on the back channel, but see if you could finish your build. And if not, then we move the hands around.
Nah. I was just, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't hear you now. Let me keep the room flowing. Go ahead, Lou, you there? If not, then we'll go to Don. My brother Straw Hat. Go ahead, Straw Hat.
So when she say, hold on, I'm sorry. When she say tap on the shoulder, she mean that they're gonna tell me to stop talking about this? You saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what she's saying. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these big platforms do stay away from politics and these type of talks they do, but I don't give a fuck. Not about the. I don't. They can't tell. I mean, if they try, I'm gonna still do what I want to do. Right now, I'm in the DMs. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep you up to date. Right now, I just hit Miss Yvette Carnell up, the ADOS. I just hit up, just talking to her like, I'm gonna learn more about your movement. I want to learn more about different people's movements, because now y'all got me interested in it. Hey, they may call me a culture vulture or whatever, but it's not that, because now seeing how passionate you guys are, I want to learn more. I do. I want to understand so I could come up with my own opinion. That's what's important.
That's a fact.
I just want you to I
let
want to
me
say this: you are going to go through a change when you learn this information and you get more nuance on this undercurrent of tension here. And I'm just asking that. I don't know. You are going to go through a change, and you're going to have to make a decision. You know what side you're going to be on. And I would say Godfrey, even though he does sometimes cross the line, he's a good example of an ally. He understands and he understands his place, and he feels like you do. He grew up here. He in his heart he feels American, but he knows. And I think if you would watch a couple of interviews with him with Vlad, even though Vlad is not a favorite either, but I think your heart is in the right place, and I understand the emotional. This is an emotional thing for all of our cousins who thought one way and then they come across us and it's like, wow, where's all this coming from? But we do have to get on to the other side of this, to the olive branch. And maybe this is a step, or could be a step, but I just ask that you, I don't know, kind of process your emotions. I think, some of it's hurtful, when you realize, the relationship that we had might not be, or external forces have brought us to a place of misunderstanding, and we have to just set the boundaries back right so that we can go forward together.
definitely. Let me get to my brother Straw
Respect.
Hat and
Respect.
go ahead, Straw Hat. You got it.
You're what up, Sonny? You got another one. What up, Flip? I come from like the
Bless.
battle. I come from like the battle rap side of shit. When I first got on this app, like when Surf was setting up the Midnight Madness, Flip, me and you got a lot of the same peer groups like Jazz, my dog 40, being started spaces. She said she got hit up, quote unquote, from the FBA people, and they tore her ass up. So I just want to say, like, shout out, like, respect to you saying that you don't really have the information. My man Sonny, he real familiar with the battle right side thing, so I think y'all be the perfect collab for you to get the information. If
Yeah.
anybody, you know what I'm saying, because y'all both have like a similar background knowing about the battle rap shit and all that. So I just want to say shout out to you, Sonny, for hosting space, getting Flip in here. Flip, I just really was strongly advise Sonny is a guy who really on the street and really know, because I ain't know a lot about this shit neither. I was coming here trying to set up Midnight Madness battles, get with surfing them, and then one file led to another, and then I'm finding out all this information about people that's really delineating, and it's not xenophobia. It's just people really trying to get their identity and not be under the social construct of all just being black. So if you ain't follow Sonny back, bro, I really think you should, because the information that's being put out there, like, he really got it. And I just want to shout out to you for representing not only the podcast and the Flip the Script, but the battle rap side of things, because we on this app too, and we out here deep. And you know what I'm saying, kept it real and was like, you know what, I really don't know all this information. So I take pride in that, because that's how my beginnings on this app started. So I just wanted to put that out there. Shout out to Sonny, shout out to Flip, for everything that's going on, man. It's a good thing. I like when them two bridges come together. That's all I wanted to say. You heard?
Yeah, definitely. Peace to the
Nice.
guys. Shout out to my brother Straw Hat, man. I appreciate that, man. It's on you, Don Queso.
Queso. What's up? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
got it,
can hear
bro.
you.
Yeah. Listen, man. That's all I wanted to say, bro. How it goes is, bro. Flip. I understand that. I appreciate you for even bringing that topic up, because this is something that we need to talk about, and you brought it to a major platform. So that's the good look on it. Regardless of how, whether it was bad or it was good, it was a good look for the conversation to get started. And no matter what, I respect that shit what you were saying, because that was your opinion, and at the end of the day, that's all we could give. So if you want to get into this conversation, you want to dig deep, because I just got into this conversation myself. I learned about the FBA. I learned about what's the Caribbean people, all that shit. Because being somebody from the Caribbean, I didn't even know that they were saying that we shouldn't get reparations. So hold on. All that shit there, bro. Just need to jump into the conversation, bro, and learn more. And that's the best part about you, bro, is that you're willing to learn and you want to understand more. So these spaces are the perfect chance. Shout out to Sonny for holding the space and getting you in here, so that way we can enlighten you and make sure that you know what you're saying and when you're saying. So just keep pushing, bro, and have the conversation, bro. That's the main part about it. It's people gonna agree with you, it's people that's gonna disagree with you. So just keep having the conversation, bro, and you're gonna learn everything you need to know, and you're gonna know where you stand, and you can make an informed decision after you get the knowledge and the information. And that's all I want to say, bro. Appreciate y'all for letting me up, letting me speak. Flip, you know I fought with you. Keep
Appreciate
that
you,
shit
bro.
pushing, bro.
Definitely appreciate that, bro, Don, man. It's on Lou. You there, bro? If not, we gonna swing it to John Small.
Yeah, man, I just want to come flip. What's up? Listen to the pod.
Salute.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yeah, I hear
Ah,
you.
yeah. Yeah, flip. I listen to the pod all the time. I just got a couple quick things to say because I know y'all trying to get off this shit. One, just got to be careful saying that about reparations. Martin Luther King said his next march on Washington is about our check. So saying that is disrespectful to him because the CIA put a bullet in his head over that shit. Two, as far as this whole Black American Caribbean thing, or divide or whatever. I don't really want to call it no divide. I think it's more of a cultural thing because you got to understand, they know we coming for our check, and legally they can't avoid it because reparations is some international shit. It's like international law, so legally they can't avoid it. 60 Minutes just put out this thing blues music came from like Moroccan music. So if you could culturally erase a group of people, you could erase them physically. So you got all these people saying hip hop is Caribbean. Now that's not true. Shout out Cool Herc. But DJ Disco Mario King and Grandmaster Flowers come before Cool Herc. So you got the media trying to erase our culture and give it to other people. So I think you need to have people like Tariq Nasheed up on who his hip hop doc is dope, man. He got Copeland Rock, Grandmaster Cass, all these four founders on the Essential Hip Hop podcast, have them up there so we can control and compact our culture. Because as long as we control our culture, we got a strong, united people. But yeah, they know we coming for our check, and legally they can't avoid it. So that's why you see a lot of these weird little articles saying jazz is from such and such, blues is from, like I said, they said blues came from like Morocco music. Hip hop is Caribbean. No, obviously there are Caribbean forefounders, but culturally it's Black American. Cool Herc says it's from James Brown music. So yeah, I just want to be short, man. Just be careful what you say about reparations because it's disrespectful to people like MLK. They putting bullets in people's head over this reparation shit because they know legally they can't avoid it. Germany just gave like a couple billion to Poland over reparations. We could take it to international courts and get it popping over there. So they know legally they can't avoid this shit. So it's important for someone who look like us to be careful for what he say because even though you're not our ethnicity, you're still part of our race. You is like our Jamaican cousin or some shit. So that's all I want to say.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Respect. Thank you.
Definitely. You from the CO, John?
Now I'm from Georgia originally. I just live up in Columbus.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's peace. Go ahead, DW.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sunny G. Peace and blessings. Thank you for having the space, Booby, everybody in the space. And I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised, especially in Brooklyn, East Flatbush, the Ville, the '90s. Um, some of what he's saying is true. This conversation is not being out. This conversation is not being had outside because unfortunately, New York City is the grounds for Pan Africanism. We fall underneath this flat blackness. That's the problem. But when it's Labor Day, that's when everybody start delineating and repping their flags. Okay. So again, if you was to speak to the average person in the hood, they're not gonna know about reparation and delineation. We kind of new to that, and we get into that point, especially with all these reparations meetings that we're having. So the only thing I can say to you, Queens Flip, because I was going in on your ass on the timeline, and I'm not gonna take that shit back. If you don't know what you're speaking on, if you have an opinion about something and you don't have a lot of knowledge on it, just don't speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I respect the fact that you said that you're gonna continue to do more research and learn about it, especially hearing the different perspectives in the space. But at the same time, just don't speak on shit that you don't know about. That's the only thing I have to say because a lot of times this shit is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You on a fucking public platform and you saying this shit that makes others that shit. It just push everything. It just makes the shit, you know what I'm saying, really complicated. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a good, it's not a good look. If you don't know about it, don't speak on it. Wait till after the fact, and that's about it. But at the end of the day, like you said before, even though you said that you made a mistake, you didn't know too much about it. I'll give you the benefit of doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the benefit of doubt of that. But at the end of the day, just don't speak on shit that you don't know nothing about. And that's all I have to say on that. But yeah, New York City is the ground zero for Pan Africanism. When I was at the Harlem Day Parade, all you saw is Pan-African flags, okay? People are not delineating like that. So it's a new thing for a lot of people. It's a new thing. And, unfortunately, that is how it is. But we get to that point where everybody is starting to love and embrace themselves. Because if you was to speak to a Caribbean person, they would think they're Black Americans. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. How you a Black American? You wasn't even born here. You know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, you will see with American flag, they rep American all year round until you see that fucking colorful flag waving in the air. That's all I got to say.
Thank you. Hey yo, Sonny.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yo,
sir.
they passionate, y'all. She breathing,
Yeah.
she breathing heavy as shit. Damn.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This is
This feel
I,
like
passionate.
gang banging, man.
holy
Don't play,
I'm
shit.
man.
holding my
That's what
baby.
happened to
That's why I'm
40.
holding my
Girl,
kids. That's why.
Passionate
I know, bro.
combo flip.
Nigga, this
Listen, I'm
reparations crip, nigga. This like
sorry,
gang banging.
girl. She the only one that made me want to say sorry.
Look, I was going
Yeah.
in and got asked. Okay, I was like, "What the fuck
I
is he talking about?" So I
I
know you're
got
gonna see
you.
my tweets.
I respect it. I
That's
I'm
respect it.
from Brook.
DW.
I'm
Hey,
from East
DW from
Flatbush.
she
I don't
from the
play that.
city.
Okay,
From the city,
DW. I
flip.
got my studio was in Brooklyn, DW. I want no smoke with you, girl. I got you.
Yeah, this I mean, I think that a lot of this I'm gonna be honest with you, Flip, man. Like we got like a lot of talking points in the grassroots, right? And they're not really getting the proper platform and the proper just do, because a lot of times people just want to bullshit and banter. And that's cool, right? But I feel like a lot of time, like as far as like the black media goes, they not really we don't really get elevated and get a proper platform. You know what I'm saying? But we get to talk about bullshit and banter, a whole bunch of shit that don't really mean shit or add shit to the black community. And then people who really are doing something serious, or this reparation conversation, because this shit is serious. But like I said, we're gonna be out there, Washington D.C., April the 15th at the Lincoln Memorial. I'm put this shit coming all out our pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like we not getting funded for none of this. You know what I mean? Like I'm hopping in the whip. I'm driving. People gonna be bringing their kids and their family and stuff out there. So the reparations conversation is real, and they got like a lot of steam and a lot of legs behind it, right? And instead of people who got platforms or podcasts with hundreds of thousands of views, or you know what I'm saying, who could like be like, hey man, I'm gonna swing you on, give you like a 15-20 minute hookup or a drop. They want to talk about Cardi B, Sexy Red, and a whole bunch of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we kind of got to be able to mix it in with the conversation a little bit, man, because it do look kind of wild, man. We got serious topics and serious issues in the black community that we really need to address, man. And I feel like reparations is one of them, because we're not playing in this 2024 election, regardless if you Democrat or Republican, holding everybody feet to the fire, right? And we saying if you don't have specific tangibles and policies for Black Americans, we not fucking with you. Just like how you gave the money to the Ukrainians, to the Afghanians. Everybody been getting money, getting chipped off when they come to America, except for the people who actually built this country. Like my boy Franklin say, brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? Like piece by piece. You know what I'm saying? I trace my lineage back to the Franklin County, Virginia, the Maddox plantation. My fourth great grandmother, she was enslaved for 38 years, bro. Well, my other grandmother, she was enslaved. She got her freedom from her slave master deathbed, right? She went to Pennsylvania. They came back and got her from Pennsylvania, put her back in the slavery, and she had to fight and go to court and get her freedom all over again. You know what
I
I'm saying?
understand.
Like,
I understand,
so
bro.
it's like it's a real sensitive and it's a real emotional topic. So that's why a lot of people really passionate about it. But I ain't jump out the window on you, because like I said, I'm talking to my cousin, but he in space too. I'm like, man, man, nigga been fucking with Flip for some years now. You know what I'm saying? So I really just wanted to give you the proper tools and education, so when you had this conversation again, you could come out there equipped. I ain't want to. This ain't we ain't trying to run you down or nothing like that. If it, you know what I'm saying, like we just want to have a build and a dialogue. So I appreciate you for coming in, even having a conversation, because a lot of people not gonna have no nuts like that for real when they say some shit that that the black community or the grassroots disagree with. They just gonna let it stand out there. You know what I'm saying? And it can become dangerous, because white people use that talking point all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like from both parties, like, well, they take the flip shit, the flip, the clip, and be like, well, Queenzflip said, we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So
I can see that.
that's
I
that's
can see
that's the
that. All
important
right.
part of it.
I got you. Okay, let's get some more. Let's get some more questions. Like me and you will talk all day, Sonny.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. If Lou here, then if not, then Lou, where you at, my brother?
I'll just pass it real quick because I'm doing something. Give me like 15.
All right, then we'll go to Steven. If Steven got something to say, Steven, you there? If not, then we keep the room flowing. I want to get Jay Scott up here because he said in the comments he want to chop it up with you. If not, we'll go to people who ain't speak. I'm gonna go to Black Native.
Hey, what's up, Sonny? What's up, Booby? Hey, Queen Flip. Queen, is it Queen's Flip?
Queenzflip. Yeah, y'all can just call me
What's
Flip.
up?
Queenzflip.
Brother. I'm
How
from
you doing?
Brooklyn, Brooklyn too, born and raised. Now that you've heard the grassroots speak about how important reparations are and what it means to our lineage, will you go back on your podcast and clarify what you said and make a public apology about how we shouldn't receive reparations? Is that something that you're willing to do?
Yeah, he already did it.
Yes, I
He
did.
already
I
put.
did.
He
I
played
did
the
that
clip.
already.
Hey, Flip, play that
Oh,
clip again if you got it.
okay,
Okay,
'cause I didn't
sure.
hear that. I didn't hear that because I was out yesterday. We had a Black Expo. I'm out here in North Carolina now, and I let it be known. We had doctors out here, Black American doctors. We had business, and I was out there spreading the word about reparations. So we're very serious about this movement. So I'm glad that you made a public apology. Next time, don't speak on something you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have all the information that you need and you can make a conscious decision, brother. All right?
Yeah, I got you. I'm trying to find the clip, but I got you. Thank you. Yes,
You're
yes, yes.
welcome. All
Go
right.
ahead. Go ahead, Jay Scott. You got it, bro.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? So, good afternoon. I'm speaking as a Jamaican American over here, and I just wanted to, point out that the Black American, struggle is, something that's about more than just slavery. There's a lot of oppression and crimes that have happened to Black Americans since then. So, personally, while I do agree that, we all share the same race, I do understand the need for Black Americans to delineate and then get a reparations package that's actually specific to them because they were actually promised reparations, once the Civil War was ended, 40 acres and a mule. And then that never, happened. So, I 100%, like get the reason behind delineation. But at the same time, I just like to point out that one of the worst parts about this conversation is that, sometimes people wind up generalizing, like as they're talking about it. Like, I do see some people, within like the foundational Black American movement who will go out of their way to, generalize about all Black immigrants and Caribbean and African immigrants as they're having this conversation. And I think that, really takes it to a place where it doesn't need to go. So, I just think, as we're all talking about this, we should definitely avoid the generalizations while realizing that just because, there's a separate Black American experience that does need reparations, that doesn't mean we share stuff in common. That doesn't mean, we can't work together on all issues. And at the end of the day, we're all Americans. There are common problems that all of us face. But we just want to avoid generalizations, like as we're talking about it. And on top of that, I really hope that in general, Americans, not just Black Americans, but Americans overall, become more aware about how the US government and NATO is actually destabilizing all these countries that, Caribbean people and African people are coming from because, there is a part of the, and again, I'm not saying this is all FBAs because I'm against generalizing, but there is a part of the FBA movement that it seems to be against immigrants in general. And, those people in particular don't seem to want to acknowledge the role that the American government plays in destabilizing these countries. So, at the end of the day, I do agree that, like immigrants should be involved in what's happening, within their own countries. I'm personally, while I was born in Jamaica, I grew up in Turks and Caicos, so I am pretty involved in what's happening over there. I'm doing my best to get a little bit more involved in Jamaica too. But long story short, we can recognize that there are differences, and Black Americans do deserve a unique reparations package, while also recognizing that
just because you're, a Black American and you recognize the need for Black American reparations, it doesn't mean that you can't also be a Pan-Africanist, because there are benefits to Black people in general working together. Because, let's just be honest for a second. Africa is the most resource-rich country on the planet. And, if we are working together, all, trying to figure out, how we can put our heads together, that's good for Black Americans, that's good for Africans, that's good for everybody. So, I
Can
think,
we get an anti-genocide agreement from all of the tribes over there in 54 different countries?
sorry, what was that?
I said, can we get an anti-genocide agreement from all of the tribes in the 54 countries over there? Because they can't seem to keep their hands off of one another, and they're still practicing slavery.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
Well,
what?
at the end of the day, the African history is definitely a complicated thing. But if you look at the governments, in Africa, a lot of them are
Have our own
corrupted by,
problems.
American companies. A lot of them.
We got our own
Yeah,
problems
no, no. Listen, I'm not
and our own
saying that
government.
Black Americans need to take on all the problems of Africa and the Caribbean, but what I am saying is that America needs to recognize the role the CIA plays
But
in
Jay, you
destabilizing these
keep
countries.
White
So,
people
Jay,
yeah,
who
you
run
and
the
keep
CC
CIA
and
need
you
to.
CC is
keep
actually a
Jay,
perfect example. Yeah.
You keep inserting nationalism into a conversation that is specifically for Black American reparations. We have nothing to do with what the United States government does to other nations. And like Don is trying to tell you, Pan-Africanism is a failed concept, which is proven by Kwame Nkrumah and Marcus Garvey. They could not get that popping in their own countries. Right now, Africans are genociding themselves. We see what's happening in the Caribbean, and what we're saying to these other countries, these melanated countries, is please come together in your countries, on your continent. You come together first before you come and lecture us about what we need to do in the nation that we built. You coming into this space preaching to us when, sorry to say it, your countries are failures. What we're saying to you is please stop injecting outside external conversations because you're pushing an agenda. That is wrong. It is hurtful. We are trying to survive right now. The United States government is giving millions, millions, and millions upon millions to immigrants. This is the new Homestead Act. Everybody's getting funded above us to leapfrog before us. The Jews are still getting reparations to this day. The Native Americans are getting reparations. There's a huge list of people, ethnic groups getting reparations, and you keep coming in here. What you don't understand is that you are harming our people. We are trying to survive. This isn't a game like Sonny said. This isn't about banter. We are starving. We are being starved out of our own country. Somebody mentioned, I think it was Padrino, they're stealing our culture and giving pieces of it to everybody. Why? Because there is cultural cachet to that, because it is lucrative. So please, I implore you, Jay, please stop it. Stop with that. We don't have anything to do with the United States destabilizing anyone. We fought in every war. We fought to overcome the Exclusion Act, which prohibited Caribbeans, Africans, Mexicans, and Asians specifically from coming into this country. And Adam Clayton Powell, Martin Luther King, and our civil rights leaders fought immediately after the 1965 Civil Rights Act to implement um, the Immigration Act, because we thought that Caribbeans like you would come here and side with us. But instead, what we're seeing is Africans having racial slurs for us. Akata, Jarir, Abid. We see the Jamaicans and the Caribbeans calling us out of our names. Everyone comes here and calls us lazy. How are we lazy when we have been here fighting in the belly of the beast? I will close with that, but I implore you to stop it, Jay. Please stop. We're
Okay.
passionate. We're passionate because this is about our family and our survivals. I live in Los Angeles. Half of the Black American freedmen population in 2U Queens. ADOS, DOACS, Freedmen, FBA, American Indians, we all know we're the same. Somebody told you that earlier.
Okay.
We're people who were emancipated, but we are here watching our family members lose ground. We made in Los Angeles, over 60% of the homeless. This isn't about what's happening in the Caribbean. That's a conversation you should hold a space with Caribbeans or with Africans. You unite. But stop coming in here trying to dilute and distract and deflect. Let us have this conversation with our people. We are in the educational phase of this movement. We are educating people and mobilizing people. We have made reparations one of the top topics in the nation. It was on in the last presidential campaign, it was in the forefront of the conversation. It's being mentioned everywhere because people in this space and people outside the space are working hard. We don't need anyone coming in here lecturing us about Pan-Africanism. You go and build that movement while we do this movement so we can feed our families and get our land back. The debt that is owed is not just for slavery. It's for peonage, convict leasing, redlining, Jim Crow, medical experiments, mass incarceration, land theft, the war on drugs. I could go on and on. Those are debts that have accrued for over 400 years. That's the conversation. Thank you.
All right, hold on. I'm going to play the audio for the people so they can see, what I said on the podcast that came out today. Keep that shit, bro. Yeah, I got something to say. What's up? Am I loud? On the podcast. No, listen. Last part, I said something that may have came off insensitive about reparations. I've been getting attacked all week this week on Twitter. You fry them up? No, you can't fry them up. I said something about reparations, about black people. We not getting reparations. Let it go. They proceeded to remind me that, yo, Flip, you Caribbean, you not black. Fuck you. They was cursing me out. Then I did some research and I realized it came off insensitive, and I understand. My point I was just making was that I feel like when it comes to reparations, that the government plays with black people, right? And that's just how I feel. Japanese got their reparations, the Jewish people got their reparations, Native Americans got their reparations, but when it comes to us, we didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, that's how I felt. But I understand. I just want to acknowledge the people. I get it. Salute to the FBA and ADOS and all you. There's no smoke. I feel how I feel, but I do not want to come off insensitive to your feelings or what your ancestors or what you are owed because of what your ancestors went through. Well, nigga, you could have tweeted that, right? No, I just had to say it. Not because I said it on the pod. I said it on the pod. Don't do that. Keep
Hey, Queenzflip, bro.
They told Flip.
Let me holler.
Hold on, nigga.
Bro.
Hold on. They told him that for days. Hey, big dog, when it come, it ain't coming your way. They got mad at us. There was a... Yeah, salute.
It was good.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, I appreciate that, Flip, man. Definitely, man. So yeah, like like I was saying.
Well, that was
man.
you talking, Sonny, just now. Somebody
Nah,
Hear me out.
that
Hear
wasn't
me
me.
out.
Nah, that wasn't me.
Oh.
Nah, that wasn't me. I don't know who that was, but
yeah, my fault. I was saying, my man. What's up, son?
Nah, I was, I definitely appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying?
I had to do it because I saw how passionate everybody was about it. My people's calling me, yo, Flip, what you doing? So I had to go up there and clear it up. I mean, it's easy for me to tweet it, but I wanted to get the same energy that I gave in talking down on reparations. Just say, yo, we ain't getting it. Let it go. They playing with us. That's what I said. So I wanted to go back up there and just say, yo, I understand what you're saying. I did some research. I learned about the Homestead Act. I've been watching these debates, and this shit is been watching these debates. I did a video on my own YouTube, acknowledging and understanding how insensitive my comments were.
Oh, that was sweet.
Yeah, definitely, and I appreciate that, man. Because like you said, you gave it the same energy, and I'm glad you didn't tweet it out. I'm glad you put it out, and people could see your facial expression and hear your tone in your voice and all that. So I mess with that, bro.
Yo, let me talk, man. I want to talk.
Who that?
Queasy.
Oh, Weezy, go ahead, bro.
Oh, Weezy. Yeah, no, it was good, y'all. What's going on? I just want to say, man, like, yo, I agree with Queenzflip. We not getting no reparations over here. I talking about reparation this, reparation that. Ain't none of that shit happening. We won't even come together in our own community for little things. And y'all talking about reparations? Like, let's be for real, man. Like this is just a conversation. Y'all just be on here chatting. And I'll be listening, I'll be seeing the tweets, and I'll be seeing all the rhetoric, and it's all chat, bro. Real talk, man.
Yo,
Black people,
hold on, don't throw me in that,
black
nigga.
people,
I got a different
black
view
Yeah,
now.
cause
people
they
Don't try
about
to
to
we
don't
cook
try
come
to
you.
don't try
together
to
They
for
throw
about
the
to
me in
cook
that.
small
you. I ain't gonna
things,
lie. They
the
about to cook you.
smallest things,
Don't
bro.
throw me in that, my nigga. Don't try to throw me like I'm
No,
not
I'm
down with
just
you.
saying. I'm just keeping
I'm
it
not
a
down with that. I
stat.
just did some research.
Nah, I hear you. She talk about. I hear somebody talking about they be mobilizing and all this extra stuff. That's cat, bro. Cat, bro. I don't see. Yo, I'm living in New York, bro. I don't see nothing happening in the city, man. I don't see. I just see straight drama,
Wheezy,
violence.
Wheezy.
I
Let,
see
let me
nothing
say
but.
something to you,
Come
nephew.
on, man.
This is I'm an older
Cat.
cat. I'm
Stop
50 years
cat.
old. I want to tell you, we making shit happen, bro.
Nothing
Unbeknownst to you,
happening.
you must be trapped in them bricks up there. But you fail to realize Queen Yaya
Yeah,
put together a reparation thing over 26
bro.
states.
Ain't
She put
nothing.
together people in Chicago, New York, Florida, and everybody. She made that shit happen because people came out for the same agenda,
Where's it
reparations.
happening at?
So
Why I
if
don't
you're
see
not down,
nothing
if you're
about this?
not down for that, you need to not look at that. You need to pay attention and open your eyes and come up
I,
out them bricks and them shadows, bro,
my,
because it's a
my
bigger
eyes is
world
wide
than New
open,
York.
bro.
I'm in California, bro. I've been to reparations task force meetings. I stomped in the streets. I've been to the Capitol walking around talking about we
Yeah.
need our reparations. So what you saying really don't mean nothing. You need to come up out, bro. We gonna get it.
Ah,
You
yo,
know, we getting it from the
send me
federal
the next
government, not
meeting.
from the state.
Send me the next
You
reparation
know?
task force meeting in New
You
York
can
April
come to
City, and I'm
DC.
pull
15th.
up.
No, you could come to
April
DC April
15th.
No,
15th.
cap, man.
April
That's the
15th in
I
last
ain't got
day
y'all
DC.
you
You
gonna
can
talking
put
about
pull
the
up.
Queens,
fuck up.
But
Queenzflip
it's
act
hella
like that.
insensitive for
Cap.
you to speak on some shit that you don't know about because you're showing your ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm talking. I'm just a real dude, so I'm realistic, bro. Y'all chatting, bro. Black
I'm a
Hold
people,
on,
real nigga.
hold on,
I'm a
Twister,
real
Twister.
nigga,
Hold on,
black
bro.
people ain't
hold on,
coming
hold
together for
on.
nothing, bro. Let's keep it 100, right? Let's keep it
Oh
100.
nah, they
We
He's
can't
just
even
this
come
trying to
is
use
together and throw
crazy.
reverse.
laughs
He's
against
using
each other.
reverse psychology.
Come on, B.
Clap.
Let's be real. Let's be real, bro.
Hold on,
Y'all aren't gonna do it for
Come on,
real.
black
I
people
hold
don't
think
on,
come
he
y'all.
together
Hold
for
on,
trolling.
hold on,
not
Broke and
one
he need
thing,
his
bro.
money.
hold on,
For
y'all. Hold
not
on, hold
one
on, hold
thing,
on.
we don't come together for nothing. That's it. That's all I gotta say,
It's
man.
all
Y'all
Nah,
right.
you gotta
Hackett.
chatting.
We
rebuke that.
working
Y'all
on
You
it.
gotta
chatting.
rebuke that.
It's
You gotta
all
Weezy
right,
rebuke
the
Hackett.
that, man.
Weezy the
Nah,
dog.
Rebuke
We
You need
out,
to
that,
come
man.
man.
outside.
Hold on, y'all. Yeah, let me hold on, y'all. Let me Wheezy what yeah, let me unpack what Wheezy was saying real quick. You said we not gonna get reparations because we don't come together. Is that the main issue why you saying we not gonna get reparations?
You asked me a question about I ain't hear you,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. I actually, yeah. You said we not gonna get reparations because we not unified. We don't come together.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we don't come together for nothing. We is divided.
What's the other reason?
That's the main reason, bro. That's the only reason. Division. Division. We divided in our family homes.
This
We
nigga
divided in
probably
the
not
streets.
even
We
black
divided in the
American. He's
schools.
probably a
We divided
tether
in politics.
disguising cosplaying as being black.
Yeah, hold on, y'all. Like
I don't believe he black American. I
let yeah.
Yo,
I get
Sonny,
it.
you got this shit lit, Sonny. What the fuck happened?
Hey man, this shit. That's what
This
happened,
shit
man.
get
I
like
knew
this?
it get like that sometime, man. I was trying to keep it from not getting like that. I'm glad. I'm gonna be honest with you, Flip. I'm glad I was the one who opened the space up because if somebody else would open the space up and had your name in the title, bro, it would have probably that shit would have been turned flipped upside down, bro. I'm one of
Oh,
the more heads. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy you did, man. I would have hate to come in on some ignorant shit, bro. It would have been all nasty, man. Like Weezy, cool, but I'm not down with you, nigga. Like I just said, I'm gonna do some research. Don't try to wheel me back in. Try to wheel me back into that craziness. Like, yo, I agree with Flip. Nah, you heard me. Like, listen, I'm learning and I'm still learning, Weezy. That's all. And I'm gonna come up with my own opinion after I do all my research.
Yeah, like my man said, like if you feel like we not unified, Weezy, right? We got the joint on April the 15th, bro. That shit is free and open to the public at Washington D.C. and the Lincoln Memorial. So it's gonna be people out there unified, standing together. And it's been a few different events just over the last year of people just standing outside for this. Is what I want, bro. I want people to have the same energy because I don't never hear nobody. Like I said, I'm not. Listen, I'm not signed to Apple Music. I don't have no deals with no big figurehead, so I can say what I want to say. I just want people when they say this, and this don't apply to you, Flip, because we already had the convo. You retracted, and I fuck with you for that. But I want people to have the same energy towards the Jewish community, right? Who get reparations, because people really scared to step on that ledge and say that shit on open in the camera because they know that shit come with ramifications. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they talk to the Black American community. Like you ain't finna get this, you ain't finna you if you really gangster and you really street and all that shit you kicking, do that shit on your pocket, do that shit on camera. Say that the Jewish people they don't deserve reparations because they've been getting broken chipped off for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And if we're gonna be a buck, the Holocaust was something that was it was a nasty event, bro. But we talking about something that happened for 246 years. You know what I'm saying? Like of our own Holocaust, bro. And I need my bread. I need for the government to run me my shit back because I wouldn't let a nigga skate off in the streets on some shit either. You know what I'm saying? So I need for my coins, I need that shit to get ran back, bro. So I feel you, Wheezy, but I really don't be hearing people have that same energy towards other groups who get reparations. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna keep it all the way a buck, all the way through like that, then I mean salute to that, bro. But I don't. There's people getting reparations right now. You know what I'm saying? And people don't really have no issue with it. They just have an issue with Black Americans demanding their own specific reparations, bro. That's if I'm gonna keep it a band with you, that's really what I see. I don't, niggas know they finna if they say some shit about somebody else, they finna get canceled. You finna nigga have to start all over. Fill out some don't be mad UPS is hiring type shit. So
Holocaust
Don't be
survivors
nice
just
to
got
that bitch ass
186
nigga.
million.
He probably not even Black American. We
hold on, Jake.
curious nigga how the
Hold on,
fuck he
bro.
came in.
I'm not hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm not being nice to nobody, bro. I was really having a diplomatic conversation with Flip and the shit kind of spun out. You know what I mean? But I'm not being nice to nobody, bro. This is the way we could communicate and have a conversation and actually, get people to understand our plight and educate them. Like Flip been in here, he been real solid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got no issue with that. He learned. He done. What I mean, he put the video out. I can't speak for Oweezy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know whose man's that is. But I'm not being nice with him. I'm just saying, like, I really don't niggas really don't be testing their gangster when it comes to the Jewish community, bro, who still get reparations. That's all that I'm saying. If you really that gangster nigga, talk about the Jewish community and how they still get reparations and they get tipped off. You can't cancel me, my nigga. I'm a regular nigga down here in Orlando, Florida, bro. I got my own recording studio. I don't answer to nobody. That's all that I'm saying.
Sonny, we love you.
I want to say this, right? Far as it concern reparation, we don't need the 100% of the population. We just need critical mass, 10 to 15%. If you look at the history of America and Black Americans fighting for our lineage, it was only the lesser population that pushed it
Y'all hear
pushed
somebody
the
talking?
needle forward for the
Jake
Yeah,
masses of
Jake
talking.
our people.
speaking.
So for
Jake
him
talking,
to
Sonny.
come on here, hold for him
We can't
to
hear you,
come
Jake.
on
Hey,
here
Jake.
and
Jake, can you hear me? Hey,
a
Jake, can you hear
Quiff,
me?
mute your
Sonny can't
mic,
hear you.
man.
Sonny can't hear
Hold
you,
on,
Jake. No, Sonny
let
can't
me.
hear you, Jake. I'm just trying to tell you. Sonny can't hear you.
All right, but let me get this out. But for him to come on here and disrespect Black Americans and what the fuck we fighting for, I don't believe this dude is from the
Oh, he
lineage
trolling.
at
It's a
all.
troll, Sonny. It's a troll.
I don't think this dude from the lineage, and you wouldn't say that shit in real life. We fighting for our motherfucking lives, and we fighting for a debt that's owed to us. And I don't believe you from our lineage, so you need to shut your motherfucking mouth as opposed to reparations and what we owe. We built this country, and we've been fighting for everybody. But nobody ever come and get no skin in the game from as opposed to Black American fighting. Y'all niggas always take the high road. Y'all niggas need to fall the fuck back because it could get real ugly on these streets. And y'all lucky that the masses of our people haven't woken up yet. Because niggas like you would be getting your motherfucking ass whipped in the middle of the
Bro,
fucking street.
yo, it's no disrespect, bro, but it's niggas is not waking up, man. I'm trying to tell you.
I
I'm
think
just
he's
Can
probably
I have
real
my
niggas,
light
place
niggas
in
is
queue,
sensitive.
not waking
please?
up, bro. For real. Like I don't. I hear you. You.
Yo, hey, shout out to the room. Shout out to your Queenzflip. I'm not privy to your yeah, salute to you though for coming in this motherfucker though, for real on that, and coming speaking with the black grassroots. But yeah, I'm not privy to the Flip the Script podcast, but I am I am familiar with the Joe Budden podcast, and I watch y'all and do y'all shit on there. For me, you heard a lot of the reparation shit and all of that, but for me, like it's two conversations going on at once. You have the reparations topic, and you also have the delineation identity topic that needs to be really understood because that's why a lot of this shit get muddy, and it get intertwined. Like on the delineation side, understanding our identity and gatekeeping our culture, that's very important right now, and that's also being pushed heavy on the masses because one of the brothers said it in here about how and Sonny even brought it up with Black History Month, people trying to come over and erase that, and not even just erase it. Right now, when you look at Black History Month, you see a lot of infusion of African and Caribbean shit. That's never been the case throughout our history, especially with me growing up. I'm a millennial. Up in America, when they talked about Black history, I don't give a damn church, school. It was always about U.S. niggas. That's it. I've never seen nothing about Marcus Garvey, never seen nothing about Shirley Chisholm, none of these Caribbean people. There ain't no disrespect to them, but that was never the case. But now, fast forward 2024, we seeing Africans and Caribbeans all infused in our history. And that's a major problem. You get what I'm saying? While being flooded with immigrants. So that side of the conversation has to be addressed and it has to be understood. We talking about black people. When you speak on black people, you're talking about people that can trace their lineage back to U.S. chattel slavery. That's documented on U.S. census records, birth records, marriage licenses, all type of shit. We have those documents. We can go back down there to the late 1700s with that on our paperwork. So that is a major part in this conversation. That's where the delineation come in at. Well, somebody brought up the hip hop shit with uh, Jamaicans and birthed in that. That's all false, and it's all documented. We have all type of information on it. So, and that's very important right now. So, if you can't trace your lineage back to chattel slavery or free black on census records, you're not a part of our ethnic group. There's no hate. It's nothing about being divisive or nothing like that. We just being specific with who we are because we need specific tangibles. And that's just where we at right now with the black grassroots and how we moving forward. But salute to you for coming in here though. And look, I ain't got no problem with the Joe Budden podcast. I fuck with it. Like I say, I watch out when I heard the reparation shit. I'm really not surprised. A lot of people feel like that, especially people that's not of the lineage. So with Weezy, he's from Bronx, New York. I don't know if he's of the lineage because a lot of people of the lineage come out and speak against it like that. Just jump off the scale. You know what I'm saying? We already got to deal with people in our own group, but then we have a lot of outsiders coming in, just giving their 2 cents like they qualified anyway. So when you said it, it didn't mean nothing to me because you're not even qualified. So of course you're not getting it. Your people, the Caribbean, they're not getting it because they don't even qualify. So, but when it comes to the identity and culture, that has to be addressed because we're dealing with major erasure with us right now, with a lot of shit on with our identity. Y'all need your own boxes in America. You shouldn't be able to check black or African American because that's basically identity theft. When you get into that, that's identity theft because we the only people that have those documents going back throughout this history in this country, being labeled as black or Negro. No other group in this, no other melanated immigrant has that documentation in this country. So that's what's going on right now as well. So y'all need your own boxes, Caribbean Americans, African Americans, and under that, identify what nation, whatever, like that's what it needs to be. Because there's been a lot of identity thieving going on, a lot of cosplaying, and a lot of mixing up, and a lot of just flat blackness, and we can't deal with that right now. It's just too much right now, and so that's what the grassroots movement is. But salute you for coming in here, though. I don't know who was next, Sonny.
Yeah, I'm back,
I
man.
don't,
I got kicked. I got kicked out the space, man. I'm gonna go ahead because I got something to do within the next 15 minutes, man. So I definitely just want to get through the hands that's on the stage, and we go ahead and wrap it up.
And then look at this nigga. He's Caribbean. He got shit locks in his head. Our dreads is even different from these niggas. He don't even look like a black American. We could look at you and tell by how fucked up your dreads is that you not even black American, and then you talk about me not getting reparations. You done lost your motherfucking mind.
Hey,
yeah,
Lou
I
Facts.
don't know who next, bro.
Yeah, what's up,
Can I
bro?
get in queue?
Yeah, you
You hear
get in
me?
Q net, and I gotta close this thing down, man. I'm past my time.
Yeah.
And Lou, don't you be long winded.
No, I'm be quick. Hey, I just want to say this to Queens, man. Hey, man. Hey, Queens, man. This shit like game banging, man. Hey, man. We cross that line, man. You know, it's repercussions, man. It's reparations game banging, man. You better. Hey, be careful, man. I just want to say that. But I just want to say this though. All jokes aside.
You sound
Uh,
crazy, nigga. Shut your ass up. I
hey,
heard you. Though.
Hey, nah, but look, it's 40 million Black Americans, man. That's more people than the whole country of Canada, right? So I look at it like this, man. When people go against, like, I fuck with all people socially, right? But when you go against my interests, right? You can be my best friend, you can be my brother, you can be my family, you can be from another country that I'm cool with, right? Uh, and then if I communicate with you and like, hey, listen, bro, you tripping, you going against my bottom line, and then people continue to do it, because I'm not really talking about people that just. I'm pretty sure Queasy ain't got shit to lose. He probably in the projects, fucked up, just mad at life, hating, right? But people that got like a big platform and got like real some type of social power, right? There needs to be consequences when people go against our interests, especially people that our ancestors came over here and fought for, right? So if this is my thing, right? I'm not really arguing with people that they ain't really got no power to really just speaking against us, right? Because I can't really control just random people. But in terms of like people who because you're in hip hop, this is something that Black Americans created, and for people to go against our interests, there needs to be consequences. And it's not personal. You a businessman just like me, right? So y'all seen what happened with the Target, right? When Target started doing the trans shit, and these white folks got mad, and they affected their bottom line. I think there needs to be the same type of consequences, right? Like if people being willfully ignorant and you know the facts, because I'm pretty sure you don't know the facts. That's why you came in this conversation in good faith. But when Black Americans wake up and to this ethnogenesis that we trying to create politically, right? We need to start affecting people's bottom line, just like the Jewish community, right? Sonny brought that up earlier. When people go against their interests, right, they affect your bottom line. I seen some shit during the Palestine and Israel thing where it was students, and this is my last point. I'm gonna get up out of here. It was students that was publicly calling Israel Hitler state, shit like that, right? And they found out where these people went to school at and went to and actually where they was working at, and they got them fired and affected their bottom line. So I feel like there needs to be the same consequences because a lot of people think they can punch down Black Americans, which I don't really see this shit in person. I'm new to this shit to the internet, so I feel like the only thing is like is to affect people's bottom line, right? Uh, Boycott they stores, right? Uh, Boycott they businesses, and then because one thing that people in America do respect is money, right? So once you start affecting these motherfuckers' bottom line, man, especially people that we that came over here and we fought for, then they gonna get in line. You feel me? So all that talking and all that other shit don't really matter and shit. So I think that's what we need to that's how we need to come at this shit from here on out. If people publicly speak against our interests, there needs to be economic consequences.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's why I was saying the flip, earlier, man, like, you know, because it is, it's still people that do speak down on reparations, man. Like, oh, y'all ain't finna get it, and that's a pipe dream and shit like that. But we see that the Jewish community, they did get reparations and they still receiving reparations. Don't nobody got no smoke for it. You know what I'm saying? And like we looking at, like I said, man, maybe I'm the only person who could speak on this in the space, man. But we're looking at the Holocaust. We could pretty much fit that in a 10-year window, even though it was fucked up. It was a fucked up historical event. I'm not taking none away from that, right? But we talking about something that's 200. We talking about something that's that times 10, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about all type of wild shit that was happening on the plantations. Um, uh, I don't even know how many. We talking about Black Wall Street. We talking about over 300 cities and towns across the country that got burnt down, flooded out. That Black Americans was doing their own thing. Dominating communities that was thriving. If motherfuckers would have just left them shits alone. You know what I'm saying? Like if people would have left our towns and our communities and our cities alone, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So and
And it shouldn't even be an act. It should be a demand. Like if you know the history, especially if you're a Black immigrant, like and you migrated here, you descended of Black immigrants. You know that Black Americans fought for your like because I know a lot of people be bringing a personal upbringing up. Like you probably got called an African booty scratcher or got picked on by Black Americans. So people bring their childhood trauma to their adulthood, right? But just outside of your personal experience, whether it's negative or positive with us, our ancestors fought for y'all to come over here. So for you to go against our interests, we need to go against yours. It's just simple as that. It's not no diaspora war. We don't hate nobody. We fuck with all groups that fuck with us. But this is politics, man. This shit is war without bloodshed, right? So when you publicly go against our interests, we need to publicly go against yours. It's not personal, just business.
Yeah, and the CARICOM is an organization that's pretty much centering and gathering and pretty much established for Caribbean people, across the islands and stuff like that, for them to receive they specific reparations for them. You know what I mean? Like, and it don't have nothing to do with Black Americans. I would never, throw some salt on their game, because at the end of the day, like I said, when I first, cranked the space up, I believe that all melanated people across the globe deserve reparations, bro, due to colonization and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I never throw no salt on the game, bro. They all need to run and pay everybody back respectfully, through their proper channels. So that's the type of time we need to be on, and we need more people like like my man's Flip, like Joe Budden podcast, like different podcasts and different platforms to really talk about some real shit, man, because it's some real shit, and it's a real pivotal year in 2024 with this 2024 election. You know what I mean? I think we could be able to mix the medicine in with the candy a little bit, bro. Like, we got to be able to do that, because everything, like, this shit real critical, man. This a real critical
Hey,
in the
Sonny, I
sense.
was talking to my African homie, right? And I was saying what would happen in Nigeria if a Fulani, like let's say America was to give resources to a specific tribe in Africa, right? And let's say in Nigeria, and they give it to a Fulani instead of an Igbo. It was supposed to go to an Igbo, right? It'll be a civil war, right? When people go when tribes go against other tribes' interests, there's literally wars being fought, right? So it's like I know a lot of people feel like because Black America, we so welcoming to all groups of people, right? It's just in our culture, but yeah, and even for the people that get on code with us, right? We need to support them and shit, get behind them and shit. So it's just simple as that. If you go against our shit, we ain't fucking with you, and we going against your interests. If you fucking with us, we gonna support what you got going on. Regardless if you African, Black American, or Caribbean, man. It's just simple as that. But yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Lou, bro. I'm gonna get to the rest of the hands, man, because I got to wrap this up because I got something to do. Go ahead, Net. We'll go to Net and then Miss D.
What's up? Peace, Sunny. Peace, Booby. Peace to everybody in the room. I appreciate this was a great space. I just like to. So I thought we were past the point of naysayers and explaining why it is we're owe reparations and why it is that we're going to get it. But this incident here proves that we're still at the beginning stage and we still got a long way to go. And I just like to say to those that have more confidence and those that's not coming together to make sure we get our reparative justice, you have more confidence in those people as opposed to those that's come to the stage and those that has demonstrated the work that we're doing. That says more about you than it does about us and our reparations claim. And then I also ask and I advise that those that need to do research, don't do research from your immigrant background perspective. It's difficult because you don't have the Black American consciousness. But when you're looking at shit that we're doing, look at it from a Black American ethnic perspective, because we're about that life. It's really interesting when people migrate here and really diminish, dismiss, and disrespect all that we've done because they can't comprehend and conceive of it. And to come into a space all confident talking about what we ain't doing, we've been working as a collective since we've been here in this country, and our collective advocacy is what got us here where we are and what's got you here where you are and everybody else in the globe, because everybody views the view from an American lens, and you can't view America without viewing us. So stop with the bullshit. Again, we still at ground zero in terms of trying to educate people, but stop looking at it from your lens and your view where you haven't fought for anything, and try to consider what Black Americans have accomplished and our legacy when you're considering us. I'm done.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Net, man. Oh, Weezy, man, you done open up a whole new can of worms, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like, you done got the shit fired and riled back up, nigga. Go ahead, Miss D.
Hey, Sonny. Hey, Booby, and everybody on the panel. Uh, I wanted to address his little dusty ass when he say ain't no movement been going on. The Texas pull-ups, and Sonny, I know you and Booby don't even know this, but the Texas pull-ups was on this show called The Benny Show. You can look it up. I have the video. I happened to be strolling through Instagram one day, And I don't know how that came through my timeline. But I said, that's Fly Girl. So I clicked onto it. It was us in Austin for our Texas pull up. It's called the Benny Show. And I can send you, if you, I think you follow me back, but I can send you the video. Also, we were in the Daily Mail. Since he's sitting up there talking about it was no movement and nothing happened, was he in the Daily Mail? The Texas pull up was in the Daily Mail. Then I found it on a television show. It's called The Benny Show, Benny. So that bullshit he talking, I know he was a teller when he started talking. And that's the definition. And that's the definition of a tether right there. Right there talking about we. I said, why is he study saying we? You're not getting shit anyway. Go to your own country and get your stuff popping. Get your shit popping in your own country and don't worry about what's going on over here. See, that's the reason why we delineating, and that's the reason why we can't get nothing going with these people because they don't get them fuckers in line. Even though old boy did tell him don't put him in there. It's many more need to speak out and need to get them in line. Just like the guy Somali that be in here, he gets them Africans in line. And I land my plane. And Sonny, see if you follow me back so I can send you the video. You are Booby.
Yeah, I follow you, Miss D. You can definitely send it to my inbox. Um,
Okay.
Definitely, man, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Weezy kicked the hornet nest, bro. This shit crazy, man. But we gonna go ahead, go to Straw Hat, CC, and then Sister Sean.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real quick now. I knew he was gonna get cooked soon as he said it, but keeping my ear to the ground. I've seen a lot of Black Americans who kind of separate themselves from Tariq Nasheed, right? And I say that to say that the first time I heard Charleston White was on Flip the Script, and then you got people like Dr. Umar that's getting interviewed on Joe Biden podcast. As far as I know, this is such a serious matter, so y'all don't really want to I don't know how you view Tariq Nasheed, Sonny. I don't have no dog in that fight. But as far as just getting a message out to make more people aware, would it be a bad thing for him to get interviewed on these podcasts as far as just talking about FBA? Or that's one of those things where y'all like, nah, we ain't fucking with that. Like, who would be somebody as far as the media, not on like trying to be a clown or make a joke of the matter, but at least somebody who has the type of platform just to have a conversation or to get interviewed to make people more aware? Because I think that's the only thing that's missing. Or I don't know if you know any celebrities who really saying it, because I know it's not just about you know, not taking this shit serious. But I think when you got the Pan Africans, you got the other people that's getting on these platforms, like we don't have y'all don't have a fair representation in these different hip hop platforms. People, for the younger that's doing the same thing in y'all case. Most people that learn about this shit be on the app. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all doing stuff legislation, so that's not stuff that get recorded. So I just want to know, Sonny, or would you have a problem with that type of representation as far as just Tariq Nasheed go? Because I mean, at the end of the day, he is talking about it, whether people like him or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bring whoever people feel is they deem worthy to whoever got the message, man. It got the message. That's what I would advise. Whoever got the message, whoever got the talking points, that's who need to be on this on the space or on a podcast or on a show. Yeah, I mean, like I would definitely. I know he an elder now, he up there, but Dr. Claude Anderson, he the godfather of this shit. So that's somebody they could swing through. It's a lot of people in this space right now. Some people that's on the stage, that they could have pull up, and use the talking points and stuff like that. But we do have to have like that type of represent. Listen, man, like it can't just be it got to be space and room for the Black intellectual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, you know what I'm
it got
saying.
to be.
That's where I'm coming from. Because I think that's where the separation came. Because I heard a lot of like nah, Tariq Nasheed, our leader, da 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 da. And I'm like, so I get where they're coming from because you could be making a mockery of what you pushing, but at the same time, as far as somebody with a platform just to represent and say I'm a Black American, I'm not this and that. Would it be a bad idea just to be the person with the platform to go on to flip the script, Joe Biden podcast to have it? Because you know what I'm saying? Because he do have a background in the media. So, but I get what you're saying. But that's what I'm saying. It's like a picking of a lesser two evil type situation.
Yeah, it gotta be space for the Black intellectual, man, because that conversation. Listen, 90% of our diet through media, right, is bullshit and entertainment. We just gotta call it, how what it is, bro. It's bullshit and entertainment. It's degeneracy. It's ratchet. It's turned up. It's a whole bunch of bullshit, right? We not getting the proper, it's fast food, and the black, we got real shit that we need to address in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like some real legit shit, and it's some real people, who really out here putting in the groundwork. So whoever they feel like they deem worthy, then bring them up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like bring them
Yeah,
up. Shine some light. What's good, Flip? You there?
yeah, I'm here. I'm here. My fault. Yeah, I've been listening in and out. I have to go. I didn't hear from. But did Sister Sean speak yet?
I'm ready. I'm right here.
I'm next though, but I'm next, and I've been waiting, and it's
Who?
gonna
Who?
take me
Okay,
Wait,
through.
hold on,
whoever
hold on, hold
next.
on. Who said
Cece,
they? Who
Connie,
said?
Cece.
Cece, come on, girl. You've been speaking all day.
I have been in the audience. What are you talking about? I just came up. Other people have
Cece,
spoken 10 times. May I just go ahead and speak and be done?
no, no,
What?
Miss Cece. I heard you a couple of times. I would like to hear from somebody else.
Sean already spoke.
She did. After.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
May I
No, no,
speak?
go ahead. Go ahead and give the sister
Thank you,
grace. But
apologize.
Sean.
I spoke one time.
Yeah.
I just had two
Yeah.
more
Thank you,
points.
Sean. So I just want
Yeah,
to
go
say
ahead
this.
and give her the grace. I have two more points. It won't take.
My
I'll
points
hit
are
you quick.
very brief. Yeah. So
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick.
go ahead. Go ahead, Cece. We not
Yeah,
going.
thank you,
Yeah, go
Sean. We
ahead.
don't know each other, Queens. So anyway, real quick, I just want everybody in the space to remember, particularly Queens. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were viewed the same way that we're being viewed. The majority of Black Americans weren't behind them. They didn't support them. I'm not going to get into that. But also remember that the United States government assassinated every credible leader that we have. And that's what they've done. And now we have a bunch of sellouts and a bunch of melanated immigrants speaking for us that don't have our best interest at heart. And the second thing is to Lou's point, Lou, we do get people fired. We've gotten lots of people fired. People that are speaking against us and harming us. They've been fired. The last thing is that people are saying they don't see us out in the streets. I've been at this for over 7 years. People like me have had death threats, have had the police come to my house with guns and helicopters and all of that. We are doing the work. And to prove it, that's why Harvard is giving reparations to the descendants of American chattel slavery. That's why the Protestant church is giving reparations to the descendants of American chattel slavery. That's why the state of California has delineated to help us to get our reparations. So having said that, back to you, Queens, and to what Sonny and other people were just saying, there are some of us that have been at this work. I spoke in front of 5,000 people in Washington, D.C. in 2022 at the reparations rally that Tariq Nasheed put on. And you know what happened? The news media shut us out. The news media blacked us out because they don't want the world to know that we're intelligent, we're great, we are articulate, and we're beautiful. So we are doing the work. It's happening all around the nation. So that's all I wanted to say. So again, thank you guys for letting me grace your stage.
Okay, this is Sister Sean. Everybody wants to leave. Let me just jump right in. I'm gonna be quick with the flip. Here's one thing: it's not just for you to flip. I failed to mind my Negro business and what I call my freedman business. But here's a general thing that I want to put out to our people. When it comes to this Holocaust with Jews, a lot of people don't know this. I'm in out of Washington, D.C. In the United States Holocaust Museum, there is a section for the blacks who were interned in concentration camps in World War II. So don't let them get away with not talking about and paying homage to our black freedmen who were a part of the Holocaust. We were literally in concentration camps as well. They sterilized us, they incarcerated us, and they murdered us. We weren't in high numbers in Germany. See, we weren't in as high numbers as the Jews. So let's ask ourselves a question. When are the reparations are going to be paid for the black Jews that were also interned in concentration camps? See, this is why we have to understand our history, y'all. So don't let no white folk, no Jew, no nobody when it comes to our people. Not only have we fought in every single war, but we were also in the concentration camps, y'all. Nobody wants to talk about that. So back to the flip with the flip out a flip. I'm talking directly to you. Respect, brother. I forgot my Negro business. I would like you to support New Negro with his April 15th rally for reparations, which I totally respect. It's not gang banging. Everybody is included to come and speak and give their aspirations to come outside. Everybody want to come outside. So he has given that platform that is historical because it is in front of the Lincoln Memorial. And that's New Negro. Go to his page, retweet. That would be solidarity. Why don't you start off with retweeting his reparations rally? Let me tell you why I'm aligning myself with him. He also has a website called the New Negro Republic.org. He is formulating something called an ANDL. That means the Anti Negro Defamation League. That is equivalent to ADL. That's what the Jews use. Anti Defamation League. This is a critical component to having an advocacy for anti Negro. Here's why. If you look at the AAPI, we all know on the federal statistics, nothing supported them getting an anti-black, anti-Asian crime bill. What they used was they used private organizations and NGOs, and they used their statistics versus legitimate federal statistics. That's how they were able to push that through. That's why we needed ANDL. That's why I'm supporting New Negro Republic, because it is a correlation, a direct correlation for us getting an anti-black crime bill. We have no organizations advocacy for us. So quick, I want you to do pencils up. I say pencils up. Put that in your mind, jot it down, do a bullet point. On the freedman side, my freedman business, for immigrants, and it's not just for Africans and Caribbeans, it's all immigrants. They have a whole machine called the Office of New Americas advocating for their communities, for their livelihoods, for their future, and we have nothing. That's why we are also advocating for a Freedmen's Bureau. That is a protected class Freedmen's Bureau for us. We are the only ones that deserve to have a protective class, but we don't have it. They are protecting via the Office of New Americas, and we don't have nothing. So we need a Freedmen's Bureau with a legal arm to lobby for us politically and legally and for our protections, which is back to New Negro. The ANDL is the one that's going to be handling our protections. Trust me, we got many fights to front. There's many fronts to fight. That's why we need the Freedmen's Bureau that we will encapsulate and put it all at one voice, and we will fight from one organization or one business model, if you will. So the Asians already used it. It wasn't even real statistics, and they got the goddamn bill done. So these are the kind of things that I would love you, Flip, to really, once you get your study on and your scholarship on, to really understand and to promote. Because if we don't get our organizations are diluted. Okay. There's a whole entire machine working against us from immigrants. It's not just Caribbean. We need the other Caribbean and the Africans to understand, if you are talking and against what we're doing, you don't understand that you are contributing to the problem. You are contributing to the machine. So that's part of my Negro business that I need to deal with in my Freedman business. My Freedman business is my Freedman business is the Freedman Bureau. It's a very
Y'all hear me?
Yo,
All
I can
right,
hear
all
you,
right.
brother. Yeah, Steven, I see Steven up here. I don't know if Steven trying to,
Yeah,
because I know
yeah.
you
I got a
about to wrap
session
it
at 3 p.m. where I got to go downstairs to get the client.
up.
Hey, my bad. I think I accidentally requested by
All
accident.
right, cool. All right, Soul Food, did you have something to say, bro? Soul Food, Wounded Healer.
Hey, real quick, I'm new to all of this. I just want to know where I can start. That's all I want to know.
What you mean?
What do you mean stuff?
Like as far as the research,
I
Mm.
mean,
I know for a fact
Yo,
I'm
yeah,
an
tap.
FBA. I'm Caribbean. Where do I start
You start what you said. Start where? Like you mean as far with the reparation fight?
to learn about the FBA? Period. I'm new to all of this.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say like it's a place to start if you Black American and you for reparations, man. I mean, study Dr. Claude Anderson. Um, tap into
Any books other than Dr. Claude Anderson or like Tariq Nasheed? Is there any websites y'all suggest? Anything for me? To
I mean, if you got if you got any elders as well, I mean, your forefathers, elders, grandparents, I mean, they are walking libraries. You know what I'm saying? Like your lineage. That's the foundation of this shit. Tracing your lineage and making sure you actually qualify for what's going on with us in
So I'm
America.
gonna say this as
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this as a young nigga, right? All y'all older, and most of us don't have connections to those things y'all telling us to do. So great thing that y'all did today, but I would say give us something to go to start us off, whether it be some type of statistics or a person to look at, which Dr. Claude Anderson I definitely will check out.
yeah, definitely. And I know my brother New Negro on here. I'm gonna be honest, bro. So I'm kind of like on the move, man. So my brain kind of scrambled. But um, if somebody could throw that up in the jumbotron, the flyer for the for the event on the 15th, because he has a website I know attached to it, man. So you could definitely do some information in that, man. I mean, and it's definitely like a lot of different reparations movements going on, man. So definitely tap
Yeah,
tap into them, man. Go ahead. Hey, Soul Food, you there, bro?
yeah, what up, man? I just want to say salute to you, Sonny, Booby, Queenzflip. Doing a great job today, man. Salute.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I gotta go. Um, Shout out to everybody that was in here, man. I thank you for the knowledge. I'm gonna do some research. I did reach out to a lot of people behind the scenes in the DM. A lot of these, just a lot of co-founders and founders of organizations that I just want to find information about. Um, Thank you, though. Thank you for hosting this live, Sonny and Booby. Uh, and I salute. Shout out to everyone that spoke. Shout out to DW. She was breathing heavy. Shout out to Cece. Cece was like straight to the point. She didn't hold no punches, but I'll fry her ass up if it was another live. Um, Shout out to the sister earlier. Shout out to the brothers, man. All jokes aside, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for taking the time to educate me. And Sonny, I appreciate you. And you all have a wonderful day. Um, I may talk shit still, and I would like for you guys to hold me up by my collar. But I am going out there to learn for real. All jokes aside, and I'm taking this serious because I do want to know, to be able to come up with my own opinion. And yeah, in theory, and I'm gonna look into Caribbean Con. I don't know what the hell that is. That sounds like some Comic Con stuff, and I had to look into that. And I didn't even know what that was. I googled that shit, and I didn't say shit. I googled it and found out it's really an organization. So I'm gonna look into that, and I just learned a lot today. And I want to say salute to everybody. And anybody, if you're gonna post anything of me talking about reparations, please post the episode on the Joe Button podcast where I went and I apologize. Um, the time is at I said it on the pod. I said it on the pod. Or what you are old because I feel how I feel, but I acknowledge the people. That's just how I feel. Then I did some research. You brought them up. No. Give me a second. Another podcast. 24 hour and 24 minutes and 56 seconds. Please be fair enough to post that. Do not just post something, do not just post what I said, but also post my apology or my acknowledgement for being inconsiderate. And what I mean, don't just post one shit, post the second shit. All right. So Salute to everybody. Thank you, man. I see you guys soon. Hopefully, we can have another one of these, and I have to go.
Definitely, Flip. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for
Take care.
stepping into the Lions den. But like I said, bro, that take a lot of that's some man shit. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that,
I,
bro.
I'm
I'm
I'm raising young children, man. I gotta show them that you gotta be honorable. You know what I'm
definitely,
saying?
and we could really make a power statement. With people with platforms. Like the Joe Budden podcast and connecting. With people with the grassroots. Standing on this message. You know what I'm
Yes, please.
saying? So I really wanted this to be a space where niggas kind of bridge the gap. You know what I mean? So yeah, I appreciate you for stopping into the space, bro. I know you're a busy man.
Yeah.
Me like myself, man. So I definitely salute that, bro. So if you
Say no more.
anytime you in Orlando, tap in with me. I got the recording studio here on the fourth floor on Orange
Okay.
Central. You know what I'm saying? We
Okay.
got the whole suite. You know what I mean? So
I'm in Orlando a lot. My grandfather lives out there. I'm in Orlando a lot.
okay, pull up then. We got a conversation. I'll show you around the city.
Say no more. All right, bro. Yo, bless y'all. Thank you, bro. I
Peace,
got
bro.
you. Thank you.
And Sonny, I can't get into your DMs.
Damn, I don't know what's going on, Miss D. I'm following you. That shit crazy, but just send it to Booby. I don't. You gotta. I think you gotta accept me because it say pending.
What? I already follow you.
Yeah, I'm following you. It say pending. Go ahead, Juice. What's good, bro?
Yeah, yeah, what's good, bro? Hey, man, shout out to y'all, bro. Like that was a master class for real. Like everybody on. Yeah, we need shit like that. Like niggas like Queenzflip, he part of a big platform, and taking the time out to just hash that shit out is like real dope, bro. So I just came up to salute the space. This was like a real good space, bro. Hey man, ever since y'all came back, y'all niggas been 100, bro. It's been back to back to back to back weekends of this good content. So yeah, man. Shout out to the tribe, bro.
Definitely, man. Shout out to the dead bodies, man. Um,
Yeah, shout out to the dead bodies.
what's
Hey,
what's
hey,
what's good,
hey,
LTC?
hey, Sonny, I'm stepping in for Queenzflip, so all questions can be directed to me.
All right, I'm gonna throw you the co-host.
I'm joking.
This nigga, nigga LTC. But go ahead, talent, bro. If you got to throw your joint up in a. I'm trying to find it, bro. Throw your joint up in the jumbotron real quick before we close out. That way, or give people the information about what's going on. April the 15th.
Oh man, well thanks for the platform, man. And first and foremost, shout out to you. That gatekeeping the coach is something that you always stand on. So when you see things that are out of cultural alignment, we need our brothers to be our ancestors to be out there and make sure they correct it. And it definitely was a master class of how to hold the room with decorum, how to not turn it into a diaspora war, but turn it into a moment where people who are not of the lineage can learn how serious and passionate we are about, so they ain't got no excuses but to line up with the things that we saying, because we did it with love, we did it with respect, and we did it dead ass about our people and our business. So April 15th we're gonna be at DC by the reflective pool at the Lincoln Memorial for the reparations demonstration. We are asking for all people who want to speak. We have a stage up there for 7 hours, 10-minute speeches, 15, 20. Come with your I have a dream and or your declaration of what you feel you need us to do or you would like the lineage to stand on. For individuals that can't make it, use that as a day to record some type of message, and we'll be able to post those things and get those things online. But for anybody that can make it out there, Washington D.C., April 15th is the date, and we chose that day because it's tax day, but it's also the date Abraham Lincoln was assassinated specifically. And due to his assassination is when we see the rescinding of Special Field Order 15, and we see Andrew Johnson come in with the Confederate energy and begin to weaponize the Confederates against us in our do harm. I mean, I would do healing. So anybody that can make it, reach out to me. Information is on the flyer, and we are looking for people that want to come out, man. Volunteers, guest speakers. Anybody want to come volunteer, contribute? Pull up. Peace and love. Thank you for that.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's what that's about. You know what I mean? So,
And
um,
we gonna be talking. We got a space with News Toda tomorrow that we're gonna get a little bit more into it. So pull up to News Toda space tomorrow as well. Tomorrow evening.
definitely, man, definitely. And I sent it to everybody, who been that I could, to be standing on reparations, pushing the message forward. So definitely, y'all heard it. April the 15th.
And we
pulling
and
Yeah.
up.
we also turned it into a lobby day as well. It is a weekday, so we made sure that it was a weekday. So while we out there, we not just quote marching like people always want to criticize. So it is a demonstration that is a lobby day, so people can pull up on their state reps with their demands. So when we have the room tomorrow, we're gonna be specifically talking about how to make the request to your local state reps. So when you're out there in DC, you can lobby within your locale to make sure that that also happens. So you're not just on, so you're not just a part of one part of it, but you're also a part of the other, which is the demand. So the demand part is important for make sure that we not just on stage, but when we're off stage, we could pull up in certain offices and let them know that we here and we got some demands.
Definitely. And, we got to be pulling up, like I talked to Talent, we got to be pulling up on Howard too. Got to be pulling up on Howard. I'm going to be coming out there with some extra Black American heritage flags. I'm going to have like 6 or 7 of them. Hopefully I can run into some Black American Howard students because we see that they got the African takeover there. We got to really drill that shit up in our people's chests. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we Black American. We need a Black American takeover day or Black American, reclamation day, whatever we decide to do. That's what it's about, man. So that's all I'm on. Shout out to Flip, man, for pulling up because we need to be having them conversations where we bridge everything, not a rundown. You just got to really, walk with a nigga, have conversations with them, give them the information and the knowledge, especially if they pull up, you know what I mean, trying to, receive that, So I'm glad that he put up and had that conversation, man. So that's really what type of time we need to be on. Go ahead, Shaw.
Yeah, man, I appreciate your spirit in which you're saying what you're talking about right now. That's a good thing. A little bit heart heavy, but Talent. Congratulations to you, brother, with what you're doing. You're actually in the community. You're working with the youth. You're not just talking. You're out there. So my heart's out to you, man. And it reminds me of when I was young, your age. I was doing the same thing. And when I was also young, I want to remind y'all that there were several big conferences, and I think it was based on Afrocentric conference, whoever was speaking, and then Republic of New Africa came up and talked about reparations, and then it was another conference. This was when I was young, so this conversation about reparations, as you all know, it has a history. And even though it's bigger now, it's more, energy behind it. It's more people that know about it. At that time, the group of people, the circle of people, were the Afrocentrists. Some of which were nationalists, some were Pan-Africanists, some were all of the above, and didn't really identify with any of that. Just was about building in the community, like what I'm hearing Sonny talking about, building in the community. But know that there was efforts, whatever we could do at that time. If it was sign a petition, that's what it was. That's what we did. And if they had called us to do stuff, that core of people would have been about doing it. We would have been about it because we were in the communities. We were doing shit, thought we could save the world, doing shit like what Talent's doing. This is a lot of us. And guess what? I got to criticize my peers. Probably a lot of y'all's mamas and daddies was not interested in that black movement, black stuff, and Afrocentric. You one of them Afrocentric. Those are my friends that I grew up with. That was Black Americans. When we was talking about African Americans before Jesse Jackson said something, they was like, nah, I'm not no African American. I don't have nothing to do with African. And and I think that a lot of those people are your mamas and daddies, and y'all have a certain feeling about it because that's what y'all learned at home. So all I can say is, we gave our lives to the community to make it better. We made mistakes. We did some right things. But when I hear the revision of the history in all kind of ways, it's like motherfuckers is making up a whole new history, and they don't have a clue, because the people that are my age are not really in this room representing a lot. It's a few of us that come through, and many of them were Black Americans and didn't want to be African Americans and wasn't about the Afrocentrism. Many of them that are my age. So I'm here to represent, and let's just let you know that do whatever you do something positive in the community. And I'm at that point now where just do something other than talk.
Yeah, I feel that. You know, this what I say to this shot, and then I get to my cousin Bear Arms, and I really got to wrap this joint up. Hold on, I see check finna come up, and I really got to wrap this joint up, right? You know, for me personally, I kind of I kind of want to say I kind of grew up, you know, Afrocentric. Um, I was in a program called UMAP, in Columbus, Ohio, right? And I was like a, excellent student, right? I got trophy. I still got trophies and shit at my mama crib. You know what I mean? Like, you know, from being the best student, being the most improved student and shit like that. So I learned about a lot of these Afrocentric or Pan African teachers. So I mean, for me having this conversation, it kind of it's kind of different, right? Because I know about the Dr. John Henry Clarks, the Dr. Benz. I studied the Dr. Chancellor Williams, the Dr. John G. Jacksons, the Dr. Amos Wilsons. Like I'm really studied in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I really wanted to get into my Pan African bag, right? But I think that right now the time that we in, like we're being more lineage specific. I think that that's really called for because we kind of passed that era now of being Afrocentric and Pan African, especially when we include in this reparations fight, and we seeing how people are attacking the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like where everything. This is one thing that I don't like. Everything about our culture gets rooted down or brought back to Africa, whether that be 4,000, 5,000 years ago, and that's something that I didn't even like growing up, you know, in the Afrocentric environment, because it make it seem like Black Americans don't got their own culture, but everybody else had their own culture. Like, and don't nobody step on nobody's toes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't have our own culture for nothing, bro. Like, if we try to celebrate our culture and some shit like that, well, motherfucker be like, man, you know what? 4,000 years ago, that shit was written in the Sphinx with some hieroglyphics, and like, I'm like, damn, bro, but they don't really do that with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go to other people's, you know, when I'm celebrating other people's culture, bro, I just celebrate it. When I celebrate, or you know what I'm saying, if I go to a Jamaican restaurant or somebody outside of you know, outside of the lineage, bro, I just fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we like, it's my homeboy, right? He in the other room. Y'all know I'm at the studio. That nigga Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? And we have these conversations all the time, bro. Like when I'm celebrating or I'm indulging in the Jamaican culture, like for example, bro, I like the set.
You get a phone call. Probably got a phone call. Man, if you had been my student, you would have knew your African American history and been proud of it and known that we are our own ethnic group,
Did niggas stop talking, or is my
our
phone
own history. Probably got a
gonna drop
something.
down?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
if you had,
I'm 50.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My fault, my fault. This on Bill Arms and chick.
Yo, yo, what's going on? Peace, Booby. Peace, my family, Sonny. Man, shit. I've been MIA. I actually I just got back to the United States. Shit, last got back to the States last night. I was out in Belize. I was in Honduras. Just I was like, down in Panama. Like I was down there, just kind of doing some traveling and shit. Like it's funny that Sonny said that because I was actually like, appreciating their culture while I was there, and a lot of that black indigenous shit y'all be talking about is like heavy down there too. That's a whole nother subject. But yeah, so yeah, man, like I just wanted to give props to Sonny. Like this is the a master class with this space. It's a good representation of like, how I think uh things should be ran. Like, if your kids was to like go back and, 10, 15 years from now and look at a space, like this is the way you would wanna. I was about to pull it out. Oh yeah, but if your kids or if you know what I'm saying, your family, your grandmother, whoever was to go back and like, you was to tell her about, your your liberation. Bad, I got alarms and shit going off. But yeah, anyway, that's what the like that's the type of decorum and stuff that you want them to see. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, like I think that like that's a good representation, and like and it could have went totally left. It could have went completely left. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that like Sonny did a great job of handling himself in that space, and shout out to Queenzflip too, because Queenzflip, like it take a for him to like sit there like that could go a long way, because I think that more people should, like, especially people that are immigrants and stuff, like they need, like, for him, like he really like put his ego to the side. It just kind of said a lot about his character for him to sit through that and just to kind of like take everybody all the information. I mean, it's the jury's still out because we still got to see what his sentiment is going to be, weeks from now or whatever, once he starts gathering information from other places and stuff like that. But I just thought that it was like the room was like really well ran, and I think that ultimately, like, it had a good. There's going to be a good outcome. There's the potential for a really good outcome anyway. So that's all. Peace to the room.
Yeah, my bad. I heard you. I heard you. Cuz. Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, yeah, definitely, man. It was definitely a great build, great dialogue. What I was saying, before I cut out was, everybody has their own autonomy when it comes to their culture, except for Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like it can never just be our culture specifically. It always got to have roots to somewhere outside of here. You know what I'm saying? And like we can never just get the full uh claimage, you know what I'm saying, of our own culture. Like, bro, Black Americans have their own culture. We have the most, copied and duplicated culture across the world. You know what I'm saying? And like we deserve that autonomy and that respect. You know what I mean? Like it don't, it's cool to say that. And it's, we just at that time period right now, Shah, where we just that's where we at right now. You know what I mean? If you're Pan African and you agree to lineage based if you agree like reparations should be lineage based and it should go to a specific set of people, then that's cool. Like I ain't, your ideology is your ideology, bro. I'm not here to convince nobody to have a difference of ideologies. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get some straightening when it comes to this conversation. You know what I mean? When it comes to reparations and the culture, because they both happen, simultaneously. But
Right.
go ahead,
And
Shot.
let me just say this little last 10 seconds is that we have different kinds of I've learned this in the last 2 years. Some of us have more connection with our aboriginal or indigenous. Others of us connect our history not only to the Americas but also to Africa. So I connect to Africa, and even if you don't, and many of us don't, then I'm getting it. It's kind of weird to me, but because of just how we live and survive, and what we do, our art, our music, everything, there's a connection to me. But others of us feel that there isn't a connection to Africa, and that's maybe the problem. And what I've been hearing that's different that I've ever heard in the fucking 30, 40 years that I've been learning about this shit. I'll land right there. Thank you.
Yeah, and that ain't nothing wrong with that. And if you do have a connection with it, that ain't nothing wrong with that either. We got to learn how to compartmentalize a lot when we having these conversations on Twitter, bro. Like if you feel like as a Black American, you got a connection and you feel at home and you feel more connected to your African roots, then that's what's up, bro. I don't think nobody should be able to change that. And if there's people feel more connected today, see, we kind of get stuck on this hamster wheel on Twitter, bro. Like where it's been like this for like the past 2 to 3 years, where we just don't respect each other and in our own separate connections throughout that we find in our lineage, and it has to be respect. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't force nobody to connect with nothing that they don't want to connect to. So long as on nobody step on your toes, Shy, you don't step on nobody else's toes, and that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got in your lineage is what you got in your lineage. You know what I mean? And if you respected that, You know what I'm saying? And to make you a better black man when you wake up, then I mean, respect to that, bro. I don't, Go ahead, Chuck.
Yo, peace, peace. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
All right. Shout out to y'all for the space. I think it was a pretty phenomenal space. I came in at the tail end. I ain't really been on Twitter for the last week, but to my come on. All right, appreciate you, appreciate you. God damn. My bad. Somebody was turning. All right, so as far as the conversation goes, I kind of hate when we get so tribal where we're fighting each other. What connects us in this room is being American. You feel me? I don't give a fuck what niggas identify as. Negro, freedman, Indian, black American, American, color. It doesn't really matter to me because this landmass is what connects us. So different people have different lineages depending on where your family was at and what your lineage is. Some people may identify more with they're Latino culture. Some identify with Africa, some identify with America, some may identify with the European admixtures. Everybody doesn't have the same admixture. And I do not like when we act as if we are all uniformly the same person. You feel me? Black Americans are different ethnic groups. You feel me? It's an amalgamation of different ethnic groups that are from here. So I agree with that, Sonny. You feel me? If niggas can respect other people and not step on their toes and try to make them be something that they want them to be, then I feel like these type of conversations will be a little bit more productive. So I do appreciate that. And if you don't like something that's being said, you feel intellectually challenge that. Don't get up on our high horse and then start negatively talking shit about people who share lineage to this land, and that's what we're standing on. So, Shy, as far as you, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. At first, I didn't like you, but right now, I've grown to have more respect for you. You practice African spirituality more than most Africans I know, and that's a fact. You feel me? Being in your spaces, I've learned about Ifa and all the African deities and all that other shit. When I say, I ain't gonna say other shit, my bad. So I feel like it's something to learn from everybody when we have these type of conversations. But yeah, what connects us is this landmass. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody don't have the same lineage. So I really hate in one breath, niggas will say, speak about your own family, speak about your own region. Then in the next breath, niggas from different regions and different families are speaking on our families. That's not respectful. It's not gonna lead to no productive conversation, and it's actually gonna lead to fighting. So I don't give a damn one last time what niggas identify as. Everybody in this room is American. Well, not everybody. Majority of us is American, and that's what we should be united on. I'm gonna land my plane right there. Appreciate y'all.
Definitely, man. That's all it's about. Respect, man. As long as there's respect there, that's all that really matters. You know what I mean? So niggas just gotta respect niggas lineages, man, and what they find up in their lineage. That should just be simple common sense. You know what I mean? Like as far as us as a collective, we as an ethnic group, as a collective, bro, we not gonna have the same lineages, we're not gonna have the same ancestors, right? We're gonna have different stories and different things that we find in our lineage. Like I'll give you an example. Like I found Cherokee in my lineage. I done found Choctaw in my lineage. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I done found so many tribes in my lineage. It's crazy. But then at the same time, through marriage, right? Because I don't like when people say you can't see. At the same time, I don't like when people say you can't see no you won't be able to find the African in your shit. If you don't find it, then you just don't find it, and that's respect too. But if you see it, it's there, right? So, for example, like my fourth great my fourth great grand aunt, right? She married in the Benjamin Banneker's family, and I post that. I'm about to post that shit in in the chat right now. Like, and you'll be able to see. I'm gonna delete it too, man, because niggas be tripping. But you'll be able to see, like, if they came from Africa, you'll be able to see like the paperwork and the trail work for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people just gotta respect that, bro. And people gotta respect when people saying they indigenous. You know what I'm saying? And people want to stand on their indigenous square, bro. Honestly, I just don't get it. And we kind of just, long as there's respect there, then it really shouldn't matter, man. Because like Chuck said, we all American, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we really need to get on that square and on that type of time and really start addressing things from that angle. You know what I'm saying? And protecting our culture, bro, because the culture is under attack. And we all one big ethnic group. We not the same like other ethnic groups across the world, bro. Our ethnic group consists of a lot of different shit. And you'll find a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be European, indigenous, whatever you find, bro. Collectively, we are an ethnic group. And we got different shit as an ethnic group, not you as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people just gotta respect that. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, that's the type of time we really need to be on.
Hey, so
Go ahead, Talent, bro, and I gotta close this out.
I got a question.
Yeah. Uh, Wait. If you want to ask, go ahead. Then
Yeah, just I feel like this would be a good space title, Sonny and Booby. I'll be down to host it or be in there with you. Is Black America an ethnic group or groups?
That is a good space title, bro. I'm down for the conversation. As long as this shit intellectually funky, you know what I'm saying? Like I like to keep the conversation on the bill, bro. It should be no reason why. This is shit I don't like, bro. When niggas get mad, niggas start attacking niggas' family. Niggas start talking shit about niggas' dead relatives, niggas' kids. Like, bro, like we don't need to be on that type of time, man. Like, I done seen some wild shit, that happened with people who was once cool with. As soon as you not cool with somebody, it get ugly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas start attacking niggas' dead family members, niggas' kid. Like, bro, that's black. That's why I be scratching my head with. I'm like, nigga, that's not even a part of the culture, bro. Kids and women always been off limits to me. You know what I'm saying? Like them shits is off limits, bro. If you a man, we both men, we you know what I'm saying, we could shoot the fade up one-on-one, bro. But that shit crazy, bro. Niggas learned that shit on Scarface. Leave the kids and win them up out of this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially motherfuckers who don't even got a Twitter account to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit crazy, bro. They not even on Twitter. They don't even know what the fuck going on. They can't even defend themselves, man. Like it gotta be a lot more. I don't know, check, bro. This shit been ugly on these Twitter streets, bro.
Hey, I ain't been on here this all in a week. Like I swear, I just came back today, bro. Yeah,
You fall
yeah.
you fall
Niggas
out
gotta.
you fall out with a nigga you was cool with for 2 years, and it's you know what I'm saying. Fuck the nigga dead mom. That's why she got what
I'm
she
a,
got, and fuck the
yeah.
nigga
I'm a post
kids.
your mugshot. You know how
You
that
know what I'm
shit go.
saying? That shit wild, bro. Like yeah, bro. Like we gotta start drawing a line in the sand, bro. Like it gotta be like rules to engagement. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be like a common code. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is, bro, if I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you. I'm not speaking on you. I'm not in your spaces. I'm not tweeting. I'm not.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Channel Raw TV Bay Bay.